Under cover of darkness in Ghastly Castle, a plan is afoot to confront old lover and thief Antonio, but Griselda is instead counting seeds. If she sees a pile of seeds, she has to stop and count them. It's a condition that afflicts some of our ancient ones.
Ancient? You're not that much younger than me, Mariana.
Yes, but I'm young enough that I can resist the urge.
Finally! An urge you can manage to resist. Damn it, now I've lost my place. 1, 2, 3,
That should keep
4,
her busy
5,
for a
6,
while.
7,
Has anyone
8,
seen my whiskey?
9, 10,
Mars,
11,
can I
12,
ask you a
13,
question?
14,
It's about this
15,
plan for
16,
Antonio.
17,
Of course. How can I help?
Well, it's just that Griselda wants me to,
you
know.
You're going to have to remind me I wasn't really listening.
I was. She wants me not to touch anything, and she wants you not to mess up your nails, Mars.
That sounds surprisingly considerate for one of Griselda's plans.
Just because I'm busy counting doesn't mean I can't hear you.
What number have you reached?
So far there are... Oh, for Satan's sake. 1,
It's the bit where she wants me to...
3, 4, 5...
You know.
six,
Oh, I know
seven,
that
8, 9,
face. Does she want you to
11,
dust
12,
something?
No, she wants me to... You know.
I don't know.
I don't know either. You know, with Antonio.
She wants you to dust Antonio.
He probably needs it. No, there's no dusting. She wants me to... You know.
I don't.
Neither do I. She wants me to sneeze him, and you're the expert on that, so...
Well, of course I am.
Could you give me some tips?
My pleasure. Which area of my expertise are we talking about?
Men. Ooh, she is good at men. She's quite good on women too.
She wants you to seduce him, does she?
Yes, that's what I said.
Well, you've come to the right place. Let's start simple.
That sounds good.
Then we can work our way up to Wox and Biltong.
Ooh, that sounds fun. It does?
Tell me, how do you usually go about ensnaring a quarry?
Well, usually, I've never actually anybody before.
Oh, but you must have been seduced yourself.
Well, not exactly. It's generally been more a case of mistaken identity.
Oh, Jean. Jean. You, Jean, are going to be my Sistine Chapel, my Mona Lisa. I am going to teach you everything I know about the gentle and sometimes not so gentle art of seduction.
Everything you know about... Good grief, there aren't enough hours in eternity.
There are more seeds where those came from, you know.
That being said, I suppose we are immortal. I can teach you too if you like.
Oh, yes. Let's all get our pens out ready to take notes on eyelash batting 101.
There's more to it than you think, Mars.
Such as...
It's very important to select the right mascara.
Doesn't Jean buy your mascara for you?
Yeah, but Ophelia's right. It does take me ages to select the right one. Perhaps next time you can select her something that isn't bright blue and clumpy. Why don't you like it? You look like somebody's thrown a slush puppy in your face. Blast, I've lost my place again. 1, 2, 3. I like slush puppies.
So do I. One of those tourists had one after I'd lured her back to my
I
chamber.
don't want to know. What was that?
Wasn't that your Clive?
Oh, yeah. I'd forgotten about him.
Doesn't sound like he's forgotten about you.
Oh, bless him.
Young love.
Give me strength. When was the last time you glamorised someone, Mars? Like properly, out in public?
It's a very long time ago, so I can't be entirely sure if it was the last. But I once glamorised a crowd of torch-bearing villagers.
I assumed it would have been that White Witch's family. Isn't that why she cast that curse?
They didn't need glamorising.
If anything, they needed calming down. So what did you do with the villagers?
Well, they were trying to burn down the castle and I was ridiculously horny.
Oh, I remember them. You promised I could have a few, but there weren't any left.
Not enough to go round? No, there were only 130 of them. How did you glamorise 130 people?
They weren't people, they were villagers. She dazzled them with her personal hygiene.
I appeared before them as a shining beacon of irresistible sensual possibility.
They were peasants. They were mostly just delighted to be indoors.
Well, luckily I don't need to the crowd, I just need to Antonio, easy. All you do is...
I've finished. I've counted every last one of them and I'm free. Ha!
Congratulations.
Don't you think I won't remember this, Mariana? If you ever try anything like that again, I'll...
Jean, turn the lights out, would you? Right you are, Mars.
No, please, I'll do anything.
Well, isn't that a handy little trick to hold in reserve?
You dare turn those lights out on me and I'll spend eternity reminding you about the time Antonio chose Jean over you.
He hardly chose her over me. He was just intrigued by uncharted territory, that's all.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd much rather be with me. Yes, his insistence on having Jean was all novelty value. You keep telling yourself that.
I am the only one he hasn't pursued romantically. Believe me, if I wanted Antonio, I could still have him. He probably just wants to complete the set, as it were.
Go on then. I dare you.
Quite offensive, really, if you think about it. What about your plan? Wasn't I supposed to be scaling the walls or something equally pointless and idiotic?
Plans change. I want to see you get knocked back in favour of Jean by a man you're not even interested in.
Well, in that case, I better get my nail polish. Will Jean find a way to entrap Antonio? What colour will Mariana paint her nails? And how will I manage to get off this trapeze? Perhaps we will learn next time.